What's up? I'm Drew Paul Bell, and what I want to talk with you about today is a minor tweak in your perspective about how you go about learning architecture. And I think will really help you out. And the point is this, is that being an architect is not something that you do, it's who you are. Now what's funny is that in the architectural world, we have this kind of glitch in our language, in that you're not allowed to call yourself an architect, you're not allowed to be an architect until you've passed all your architecture registration exams, you've got your license and your IDP hours and your degree. But I think that this causes too many people when they're in college, instead of really taking ownership of their own education, they say, oh, well, I'm not really an architect yet, I'm just a student. And that's a way to kind of undercut somebody's own perspective about how they are going to approach their learning process, okay? And I'm reminded of a quote by Mark Twain, where he said, never let your schooling get in the way of your education. Your schooling and your education are two separate things. They're not the same thing, okay? Your education is something that you have to take ownership of. Now we have very good reason for this legal restriction in being able to call yourself an architect. I'm not saying going around, call yourself an architect to people and pitch yourself as do business. I'm not saying to go out and do business as an architect, but I think that in your own mind, you need to accept the fact that you're becoming an architect. When you do this, now you're not learning wood frame construction or structures or plan layout diagrams. You're not doing that to pass a test. You're not doing that just to get past the next review. You're not doing this to please your teacher. You're doing it because you're taking ownership of your own education. Don't let schooling get in the way of your education. You're not doing it for schooling, you're doing it for education. As soon as you make the distinction that you are becoming an architect, and becoming an architect is something that you're going to be, not something that you're going to do, then I think it makes it a lot easier to learn all the things you have to learn. And by the way, there's a lot of stuff you have to learn, and that's pretty obvious to anybody who's stepped foot into the architectural world. So this is a minor distinction, but it's an interesting way of thinking that somebody explained to me one time, and I think it's super critical, or I should say, I think it's super beneficial. I think this will make the whole education process go a lot more smoothly for you. So within your own mind, consider the fact that you are becoming an architect. This isn't something that you're just doing, it's who you are becoming. So I hope this helps. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.